surprisingly, we have Miracle Rogue, but not against the Handlock. Eliah is playing Zoo finally again. We haven't had Zoo in a long time, so I'm happy to see it, I have to admit.
Yeah, and it always like guarantees for a rather quick game.
Well, don't say that. It could also be a really long game. If the Miracle Rogue has all the counters he needs, he can win against the Zulok. But the Zulok can also die really fast if there's a turn 6 Leroy Shadow Step, Leroy Preparation, Cold Blood. That's just 16 damage out of nowhere. With a weapon, it could be 17 or 19.
Yeah, but Zoo in general has a lot of taunts on the board, so you need to clear the board. Yeah, we see for VanillaTitan, the Zoo Drake, Auctioneer, Fan of Knives, and the Goblin, what it's called?
Gnomish Inventor.
Gnomish Inventor, not Goblin Inventor.
The good thing for VanillaTitan is he goes second, he has a coin, and Eliah is first. So he can only drop one minion this turn, and as we know, Eliah has already 2 1-drops, so he could have dropped out quite some stuff in the first turn, and that's a good thing.
Nice. He got the prep. No, that's important for VanillaTitan.
But for Eliah, look at this. So he drops like 2 more minions, 3 minions on the field. 3-2, 2-1, 1-1. That's going to be 6 damage next turn already. And you're like on 25. And that's like turn 2.
He could go prep, Fan of Knives, and equip his weapon just to
and
get
kill the minion.
Control. That makes the most sense, in my opinion.
It hurts so much. You got the Auctioneer in your hand, but you're already wasting your preparation. The good thing is he can coin out Gnomish Inventor next turn. So that's rather cool.
Do you think he's gonna coin it out or go for a second Fan of Knives just to keep his coin?
It depends on what Eliah is playing. So Eliah could go for the Shattered Sun. Or for the Harvest Golem. If he goes for the Shattered Sun, I would actually coin out the Gnomish Inventor, since you could go for Fan of Knives, but then you would have to attack the 3-2.
Yeah.
And you don't want to... With a 2-4, you could kill both.
I think he's just gonna attack the Squire and equip a new weapon. That makes most sense.
Now
keep the coin. Oh,
now I would actually coin out the Gnomish. The good thing is you can next turn... Okay, he shifts. Well, I like the Gnomish. You get a 2-4 out. The 2-4 can trade with a 2-3, and it would be a 2-1, and then you could have shifted. So I like that one more. Now you're still no minions on the board. Well, you can drop the Gnomish next turn, but as we see for Eliah, there's a 4-4 again. You don't have an Eviscerate. You would have a 2-4 on the... Okay, that 2-4 would have died. So in the end, it might have been good, but you could have now shifted and attacked it with a weapon. I think...
What is he going to coin out?
Well, he thinks about coining as I7 agent. But that's like not what you want to do. This looks like extremely good for Eliah. He has another Dark Iron Dwarf in his hand. So if we see the Gnomish Inventor, that will just get butchered by the Harvest Golem. Okay, the Azure Drake.
Okay.
Well, that one is okay. But still, again, Dark Iron Dwarf and Doomguard next turn. So I would say Dark Iron Dwarf now to just get it killed and deal 4 damage in the face, and then Doomguard and you got 13 damage.
Yeah.
Or you just deal 8 damage now and then just Doomguard and go for the win instantly. So you get 2 options here.
I think he's going for the safe play.
Yeah, I would go safe too. I mean, there could be Blade Flurry with Deadly Poison Weapon, and that would be exactly 4 damage.
It would only be possible equip weapon.
Yeah, Deadly Poison.
Deadly Poison, Selnus, Preparate.
Yeah, I was like, if the Azure Drake stays alive, that's why he needs to go for the safe play. That was a correct decision here.
And it's lethal.
Yeah, that's 4-8. No, it's 4-8. Oh, it's 13. Yeah, I wanted to say 12. 8 plus 5 is 12. What are you talking about? Lethal.
Yep, basic math.
That was a really fast game. I think he couldn't do anything else. Like the coin Gnomish Inventor, be a slight advantage in this matchup.
Well, it definitely depends on the Druid deck, but I think Druid has a really good shot.
With this starting hand,
with
like
this starting hand,
swipe,
it's perfect. Oh, even
that's
gets
good.
a Harvest Golem.
So you can coin Harvest Golem or innervate. Okay, I would innervate Harvest Golem against a Zulok, I have to say. And what we have here for VanillaTitan, Shattered Sun, Abusive, Amani, that's not so optimal.
Nope. And he goes first. So
I guess I would keep the Amani and like Shattered Sun, Abusive go away. Maybe get a Flame him.
He wants a 1-drop. Just as you said. Flame him, Argent Squire.
But the Amani Berserker I would keep. I like it. It's pretty good against a Druid. He has a lot of 2-3 minions.
It also kind of denies the swipe or makes it automatically the main target of the swipe, because you cannot just like damage the Amani Berserker.
That start Young Priestess is okay, but it's not gonna
starting. It's kind of meh.
Yeah.
And also Elia runs a power overwhelming.
Yeah, that's not common in every deck by now. Oh, double Innervate. You could Innervate Harvest, Innervate Hero ability, but they're not going to do it. This is looking interesting. I would give the slight advantage to VanillaTitan at the moment with his Innervate and the swipe and Innervate Force of Nature. That's quite good, especially if we look at the hand here. That's not so useful. He has a Direwolf Alpha, so he can kill the Harvest Golem now once, but the Harvest Golem can trade back to the Direwolf Alpha, and you have no board presence. Or he could go for Raz, but I think
he wants to keep the Raz for Knife Juggler, for example, I guess.
Yeah.
And keeping the board clear against the Zoolock is always your main goal. And he has all the tools on his hand, VanillaTitan. He has a Swabe, even the Force of Nature, a Raz, but he lacks minions.
Oh, that was a really nice draw with a Shield Bearer.
Yep.
So he saves his minion now and has a 1/4. But as we know, VanillaTitan has that one Raz, or he can Innervate out a Druid of the Claw if he wants to. I would actually like the Innervate Druid of the Claw move. I feel it being slightly better. Okay, with the power of Overwhelming, that's like...
Overwhelming, or even Dark Iron Dwarf, you could have traded. I think it was a right decision.
Yeah, I feel like I just like getting a minion out, so that's really important. I guess we're going to see the
swipe.
Yeah, the swipe. Just swipe the full 4 away.
Yeah.
The good thing is, you're not facing that leper gnome version or like with all the small ones. No, this time you're actually facing the version with Dark Iron Dwarfs, with Omani Berserkers, Harvest Golems. So the really taunty version. He thinks about coining out the Druid of the Claw. He could also innervate
the Archon Commander.
Yeah. I think that would actually be okay if you know he's not running Mortal Coils. And if he has a Mortal Coil, that could have been a really disastrous misplay. Like Mortal Coil, and then you lose your minion. Now it's cool. So he would trade 1/1.
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking good. He wants to live tap, but actually he wants to play Harvest Golem and Flame him all though.
I think he should live tap, play the Harvest Golem.
Or
just live tap, see what you get, and then most likely play the Harvest Golem. The only...
I would play both. So if you redraw a Doomguard now, you could go power overwhelming Doomguard, and that's always the risk, I say, in Zoolock, getting your Doomguard.
Also your Dark Iron Dwarf is gonna get melded now.
Well, you could also, I think about attacking the Harvest Golem, and then swipe the Dark Iron coin and hero ability down the 3/1, for example. So you would clear the complete board and have a 4/2 out.
I would have just made his play, just taunt him up and trade against the Dark Iron Dwarf, but yours is also really strong. I like keeping the swipe until the Zoolock really floods the board.
Yep.
So that's the main point. And there's basically no threat that the Archon Commander gets killed.
Well, that power overwhelming was helpful, and he has a 2/3 and a 1/1 follow-up. And now this exact thing you said, there's gonna be a Omani Berserker on the board, and you don't want to swipe. Okay, when you swipe and there's an Omani Berserker on the board, you need to focus it.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen here. So the only advantage my move had, the whole board would be clear, and you would still have your Defend of Argus now. But you can swipe. You can just swipe hero ability, GG, board also clear. So it makes no difference in the end. Or just go your Ancient of Lore. The good thing is, if he wants to kill your Ancient of Lore, he needs to run everything in, and that's the same thing like swiping.
Oh, gets a second swipe. This is looking great for VanillaTitan.
And even if there is a Defender of Argus coming, he could just Black Knight away the... Oh, there's a Doomguard. Oh, that Doomguard, he has to pop the Doomguard. I mean, that makes most sense. The big question is, are you going to charge into the 5/5 or not? Oh, he is. And that's going to hurt.
Oh, double swipe? No, he's at 7 mana and has no coin left.
And that's again the annoying thing you said. I guess you're taking 5 damage now. Why didn't he swipe and then kill the Doomguard with 1 HP left? That was a slight misplay. He takes 5 damage now too. So if he swipes to the left, he would have gotten 5 damage anyway.
Yep.
So that was really nice. This is gonna be awesome. Look at the hand Eliah has here. He's gonna throw out the Defender of Argus, and you're just holding your Black Knight. That could have been way better for him. Like only the Argent Squire left on the board.
But it's 7 damage, so the druid drops to 13.
This could get still annoying for him. I mean, okay, power swipe, but that's not enough.
Nope.
Black Knight and Mark of the Wilded up, I would say. There's no Black Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, there is sometimes a Black Knight for
Very
the
rarely.
Warlock, but rarely. Oh, 6/7, that turns it. That's a really nice thing to have here.
Also has Force of Nature, Power Swipe with Salness.
And the funny thing is, eSuba is from Czech and eEriness also, so they're like chatting all the time in their favorite language.
So I think just throw down both minions, buff up your Knife Juggler, and then trade.
You're hoping actually that one ping is hitting, so you can go with your Knife Juggler into that minion.
Yep.
Oh, that's not hitting? If it ain't hitting, that would be so good for VanillaTitan.
Oh.
That's so good. He needs to run in both minions. That RNGesus.
Good luck, RG. Good job.
Yeah, and now we got the swipe if he wants to like swipe hero power, for example, or just taunt up the Druid of the Claw, whatever he wants to do. Like you could just play Salness, Druid of the Claw, and hero ability down the 4/3. I would actually say. I feel that would be better. It would only be the 2/3 on the board.
Well, like the maximum amount of damage that could hit him now is 9.
Yeah, but I just like the move more. You get your 4/6 out, and if he wants to kill it, he needs to attack with the Harvest and with the Doomguard, if he had a Doomguard. And if he's getting a Soulfire, well then the Soulfire is gone on your minion. And he would still have the swipe to deal with threats that could be coming now. And they're coming, and the ping is hitting this time. So eELIAH is not completely out of luck. And as you see, there's...
Wild Growth.
I don't know. I'm just not sure. I would have played it different. I guess it's okay. Would you Wild Growth or Druid of the Claw and Keeper of the Grove?
I think Druid of the Claw, Keeper of the Grove is better here.
Yeah, he didn't need to draw. He had 2 minions on the board, and he has the power of Force of Nature, so he can literally deal with everything.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, they're like rather chatting than playing. That's really nice.
Should make a rule that they have to chat in English.
Yeah, so everyone can spy on them and understand what they're talking about.
Yep.
Taunt up or charge in. I just feel like he could have played both and just killed the 2/1 overall with his Keeper of the Grove, and he had 2 minions out. I guess it's okay.
I think he's afraid of, like, I mean, with 9 damage, it's easy. It's just Soulfire, Doomguard.
Yeah, I agree. Well, there's Amani Berserker and Voidwalker, so the redraws eELIAH has are not so good, and he's hoping for 2 pings at least on the minion. That's good, so he can just wait for a turn. Okay. Could Force of Nature. Force of Nature plus Keeper. Force of Nature plus Hero ability. Or just draw a card. It still can Force of Nature plus Hero ability and clear the board if he wants to. But he would drop down to 6.
It's risky.
Well, the thing is, it's risky nevertheless what he does. So what else do you want to do? You can just heal yourself up by 5. That's actually cool. And the most annoying thing is if a ping hits his minion now...
He can trade.
Yeah. Or he gets a Mortal Coil, then he could just enrage his Amani Berserker.
If he even runs Mortal Calls.
Yeah.
Like, not every Zoolock is running Mortal Calls nowadays.
And there's a good thing. He's down to 9. And next turn, with a Force of Nature, Keeper of the Grove silence, he can silence the Voidwalker and just win with a Force of Nature. And that's a really good thing if you're facing a... If you're facing a Zoolock, you can just kill him by burning cards himself.
Yeah, by surviving.
Yeah, but you can just kill him by surviving. You burn him down. So that's 9 HP, and he has 11 damage to do with the silence. That's GG, and VanillaTitan is going for the 1/1 here. He doesn't even need to... Does he need to silence? No, he doesn't even need to silence. He could ping for 2 also. So he could silence or ping for 2. Would turn out the same in the end.
That would be...
Yeah, he would have 7/9. So whatever he does, he wins here.
That's the first Earth Elemental we see in the Gentleman Cup.
Yep, absolutely. The first Earth Elemental we see, absolutely. So what is he going to redraw? I mean, His hand ain't so good, and he's playing Earth Elementals plus Faceless Manipulators.
Blinded by the light. Just gotta throw that out.
Now, Broman is trying to melt us into pieces.
Yep.
So, what is he gonna redraw? Alakir, Ursha. Well, that's his first hand was better than that. What we got for VanillaTitan, he already has an Innervate and White Growth in his hand, plus Swipe and Ancient of Lore. That's pretty powerful.
Wow.
Second,
Is he gonna? No. That would have been funny.
That's gonna hurt so much. I mean, he can White Growth next turn and then just Innervate Ancient of Lore.
That's crazy.
And there's literally nothing Eliah can do until then. Look at his hand. He has no Unbound Elemental. He has no Flame Tongue Totem. Feral Spirits. Nothing. He's gonna be in so much trouble. Like, wow, that's just gonna hurt. Okay, we got the Innervate.
Gets an Azure Drake, but he just
he gets an Azure Drake, but he can just totem up. And next turn he can start. And that Spell Damage Totem was actually good.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
So 2 cards for VanillaTitan. He gets Druid of the Claw, nice, and Azure Drake. So super follow-up here. That's just crazy.
So what is he going to do? Playing Azure Drake?
Yeah, he could coin it out, but you want to kill...
the problem is, yeah, you want to kill the Ancient of Lore. So you could go, but it's all overkill. Like maybe Rockbiter Urshock to keep the Lightning Bolt.
But you're losing like 2 cards for 1 minion. The problem is, you would love to have 5 mana and then Azure Drake, coin, and then a 5 damage Lightning Bolt. That's not possible. He could consider just dropping his Big Game Hunter.
He could also consider Urshocking and next turn coining out the Fire Elemental, like Urshock Totem.
I think that's actually a thing I like. Just Urshock and Totem, yeah. That's a really cool one. And then you coin out the Fire Elemental or just go for the Lightning Bolt still or Rockbiter, whatever.
Yep.
But I think the Urshock is what you need to play. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, he won't heal up his minion. Okay, the annoying thing is if he marks of the wild, then you're kind of screwed. I think it's the correct thing to do.
But yeah, but not every Druid is playing Mark of the Wild. But he just decides to...
Yeah, he burns it away. That's okay. Is on 25. Can still follow up with... the good thing he can follow up with Azure Drake, coin, Lightning Bolt now. So that's rather nice. Okay, that Azure Drake. And a Cairn. Oh no, we need a Hex for Eliah or he's like kind of screwed.
Just use his Urshock. I mean, he had to.
Yeah, he had to in this. Or he could have double Rockbiter, but yes, he had to use his
You're
Urshock.
not going to use double
Oh, Earth Elemental. That's rather interesting.
And there is no counterplay. No immediate counterplay.
The good thing, he could Earth Elemental, coin Lightning Bolt.
That's the play.
That would be overloaded by so much, so that would be 4 overload if I'm not mistaken.
Can play a Totem next turn.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or Rockbiter, so could be worth.
Yeah, either you go like... Well, the thing is, you want to go for... I would have coined out my Azure Drake if I do something.
Yeah.
The problem with the Earth Elemental is enemy Big Game Hunter or Black Knight. Wow, Harvest Golem plus Druid of the Claw play. That's gonna hurt. Or just Cairn him. He fears the Hex, so he's like, if I Cairn, he might Hex. But... Like, I would try to bait it with a Druid of the Claw. Like, if he has a Hex, he just uses it.
Harvest Golem, Druid of the Claw, I guess.
That feels good. Taunting is risky. We saw Black Knight for Eliah, so
still
perfect top deck. Happening right not.
No.
Nope, that's just a Doomhammer.
And even with Doom Rockbiter, he only has 5 damage.
Well, the good thing is he could play Doomhammer and kill the Druid of the Claw with it. I guess just attack and coin out Fire Elemental.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
Yeah, it feels good. You could also Azure Drake coin Rockbiter, but you kind of want to go with your weapon and Rockbiter.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep your Rockbiter for either Alakir or your Doomhammer.
And you got both in hand. Yeah. So that's like not going to waste my Rockbiter any soon.
And he already used one, so he knows it's his last one.
The good thing is he can Rockbiter kill Cairn twice. So if he ain't got an Hex, he could go for a Rockbiter on Doomhammer and then just hit Cairn twice, even though that hurts a lot.
It does.
Look at the board. Like, you have Karen and Double Harvest against you. So, yeah, Doomhammer Rockbiter is almost the only thing you could do here.
Now you want to be a priest, Mass Silence.
You want to have a Lightning Storm. That would be also good. You could like try to kill the small ones. But still, that's not so optimum. I guess I would... Oh, man, it's so rough. He's on 10 mana. So if you double... Like, if you Doomhammer Rockbiter and kill Karen, you would be down to 16, and Force of Nature Roar, you're dead.
Yep.
That just hurts. And as we see in his hand, there's no Force of Nature Roar, but there's a Force of Nature. There's a swipe, so that's 10 damage also. He has 18 damage. VanillaTitan. What could eELIAH else do? If he drops his Earth Elemental...
And the Totem.
The problem is Earth Elemental gets killed by 2, 4, 8. 8 damage on the board. And then you don't want to play your Earth Elemental.
Then you at least triggered the Death Rattles.
And he needs to play something. If there's a Force of Nature Roar, he's dead. He's just dead. Since there's 8 damage on the board, 3 minions with a Roar, that's already without anything 16 damage.
He needs a taunt then, because Alce's Fire Elemental will just get
okay, there's the Earth Elemental. Might be okay. We know there's a swipe, so I guess we're going to see swipe. Oh, that's harsh. He could swipe, Raz, Hero Ability, just tank 7 damage, and then run in one of his 2/3s into the Fire Elemental.
Would you tank 7 damage?
Oh, why not?
I think I would just...
You're on 31, like, fuck 7 damage, who cares?
Just go swipe, trade your Harvest Golems into the 7/8.
And then Raz the 6/2?
Yeah, Raz the 6/2 first. Just...
Yeah, see what you
check
get.
what you get.
Maybe a Big Game Hunter. Sell this. But
that doesn't really make a difference.
That's so annoying still. You could have kept your Raz for the other minion if you had Selness earlier.
Well, still, like, why not Selness?
Yeah, you could Selness, swipe, and then only run in 1 Harvester. And
or Hero Ability.
Yeah.
Run in 1 Harvester Hero Ability.
Yeah, so you're gonna take 7 damage. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't hurt so much. There's no... Well, Shaman can do some damage, but not... Well, he can do 24 in a turn, but that's like a crazy combo no one plays. With common sense.
Yeah, that would be Leroy.
Okay, we could also go for Mark of the Wild and just don't tank anything. But I guess before I would have done that, maybe... Oh, it's okay to use your Mark of the Wild to kill. I was considering just run in your Cairn, or your Bane, and then Mark of the Wild.
VanillaTitan's just typing Storm Hype.
Yeah, there's no Storm Hype.
Nope.
The hand from eELIAH is like really sad.
Oh, how much damage is on the board? 5, 9, Force of Nature. Well, he is lethal.
No, he needs to play his Doomhammer, sadly, and kill the left ones. Like the 2/1 and the 1/1.
He still dies. He needs to get a taunt totem.
Yeah, but so you could, like in his mind, if there's a Force of Nature Roar, you're dead anyways. Whatever you do.
Yep.
So the smartest play might be just getting rid of the 2 left ones. If you play an Azure Drake, what you want to draw, he's just gonna go through you. That's as you said, 9 damage on the board. He's on 16 with a with a Roar. He's dead. That's just so annoying. That was a really sad draw for eELIAH.
Yeah.
It seems to be VanillaTitan is going to carry away the win. He has 6/9 damage on the board. He has a Force of Nature. That's 15. With your... There's a Black Knight even. So
yeah.
He would have had it. And that's barely enough damage to win. I would say almost a point landing, bringing him down to exact 0. Yeah, GG. VanillaTitan wins for eSuba. They really want to go for that spot 1, I feel.
Well,